Good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is. This is me, Rusty 78609, and I'm in Fort Clark Springs, Texas, in my tiny home, 480 square feet. And what I'm going to touch on, I'm going to start, this will be the first in a series. I'm going to start a new playlist for this, and I'm going to title the playlist My RV Life. So if you want to look there, I'm not sure how many videos will be in the playlist, probably at least 6 or 7. They'll not be too long, because what I'm going to do is take each RV that I've owned and kind of relive that period of my life full-time RVing, because I did live in an RV full-time for 27 years, and now I've got two home bases, and I think my RVing full-time is pretty well wound down to zero, pretty much. I may go camping in the Class B motorhome that I have now occasionally, but not often. At least that's the plan now. Having said that, the first RV I had or bought was a used, it was a Thor, I think it was. No, I take it back, wrong. It was called an ALJO, ALJO. And it was a 1985 ALJO, 28 footer, and it had two entry doors. It was a travel trailer bumper pull, and it weighed, God, I don't know. I don't even know how much it weighed. I pulled it with a 1979 Chevrolet pickup, 350 automatic, and I'm sure that the towing capacity of that Chevrolet was not enough for that RV, but I didn't know anything when I didn't know anything about towing capacity, towing weights, nothing. I was green, brand new, a newbie, you know what I mean? An FNG, a new guy. And anyway, so I bought it in Victoria, Texas, and it had been on the beach in Rockport, Texas for a while. And all the metal underneath was all rusted, but they had scraped off some of the rust and just spray painted the metal frame underneath. And the RV inside walls were wooden. You know, they had wooden walls and crap. I mean, I don't know what it was, like paperboard or something. It's crap. And so anyway, I bought it, and I think I paid $5,000 for it, 5,500 in that range. It really was not good. You know, I mean, see, I bought it in 1996, and it was an 85, so it was 11 years old, and it had been kept on the coast, and it was crap, I guarantee you. But, you know, I didn't know anything about it. You know, I didn't know what to check. But anyway, I got the tow hitch and the what do you call it, the sway bars and all, everything. I had everything. They sold me everything they could sell except the kitchen sink, and they probably were trying to do that. But anyway, so there I was in my 79 Chevrolet pickup with all this stuff that you had to unhook, hook up, and all that crap. And also the brakes, the trailer brakes, did not work. So I took it back, and they banged on it and beat on it and put WD-40 here and there, and finally they got the trailer brakes to work. And they did work for a while, not very long. But anyway, but that was the beginning of my RV full-time life. I had lived in an RV for a little while, but I rented it before that. And so the first place I camped, since I bought it in Victoria, Texas, and I can't remember what month it was. It was getting cooler. It might have been November, and I knew nothing. I mean, I didn't know anything about sewer hose and gray tanks, black tanks, any of that crap. And so I pulled it to the city park in Victoria, Texas. They have an RV park there, still have it. It's pretty nice. And I parked it there and stayed in it for I don't know how long, several days, I guess. And anyway, I got some rugs for the inside, and no, it was crap. I mean, anyway, for many months, I drug that thing all over. Well, actually, started. I actually was teaching in Refugio, Texas. I taught in Refugio, Texas, 97, 98, I think, or was it 96, 97? I don't remember. But I was there one year, and I lived in the RV while I was teaching there. I had it parked near Goliad, Texas, and then after when I left there teaching, I thought, well, hell, I'm just going to do a little traveling because I had a little money saved up, and away I went. And I went out west, oh, it was a disaster. I mean, well, I thought it was the way it was, but looking back on it, I can see that it was a total crap. I mean, I actually pulled that thing up the mountain going to North Point of Grand Canyon. I think they call it North Point or whatever it is. And there's a grade going up there that's even steeper than going up to Cloudcroft from Alamogordo, New Mexico. I mean, it's steep. And I had my foot in the carburetor because it actually had a carburetor. It wasn't fuel injected. and, and the gas tank was showing empty, and I don't know how far I had to go. But somehow, going up that mountain, I made it. And they did have a gas station there. The gas prices were about twice as high as anywhere else in the world. And I pulled in there, but the gas tank only held, it had a 15-gallon tank. Well, a 15-gallon tank at about 6 or 8 miles to the gallon towing doesn't get you very far, about 100 to 120 miles. Well, out in the West, as you know, you got to find gas stations. But I knew that before I went out there. And what I did, I got me a 50-gallon tank, a 50-gallon drum, and put it in the back of my pickup. And I had a crank handle on it to crank gasoline from that 50-gallon drum to the pickup, okay, to the tank. And what I would do when I get gasoline, I'd put about 30 gallons in that 50-gallon tank, and so I'd have enough range to get pretty much wherever I wanted to go. But yeah, I'd have to pull over on the side of the road and get out and pump, No, it was the beginning. I'm telling you, it was the beginning. And I learned about, and back then you didn't have the internet. This was again in the 1990s. And no internet, cell phones, really not much. And it was crap, man. And finding a RV park, so you had those old big, thick books. It looked like a New York phone directory from 1950. And in there, in this particular book, it was all the RV parks for the whole United States. And it was about this thick, man. It was a big book. I had one, and a new one, as current as I could find. And so I'd locate RV parks with that, and state parks, whatever, and I'd call them on the phone, and some of them were out of business and all that crap. But you'd finally find one. And the rates weren't too bad then. I don't remember being concerned about it. It was like $15, $20 a night. And staying by the week was really cheap, by the month even cheaper. You could stay in an RV park back then by the month for $200 a month, $250. It's 3 times that now. And but anyway, and they weren't very crowded. You could find a camping spot pretty dadgum easily. And so again, this was the beginning. This was my first RV, and of course I went to the North Point, or North, whatever they call it, Grand Canyon. And when you leave there, if you're going west, then you got to go down the mountain. Well, guess what? I didn't have any trailer brakes, okay? And I got to tell you, fortunately, there were not a lot of switchbacks, like that. It was just pretty much a straight shot. You could see the end 10 miles down there. And I just kind of let her go. I got up to about 80, me and that old trailer, because I, didn't have any trailer brakes, and that's the way that was, And drain hoses and all that crap, and hooking up water and filling the fresh tank. I didn't even put any water in the fresh tank ever, as far as I know, because the pump didn't work, the water pump didn't work, the refrigerator went out, and air conditioner went out, and but I had, or did I have it? No, I didn't have it then. No, what I did was, eventually I got, how did I keep that thing? Oh my God, I kept it, probably 10 years, or is that long? Let me think. No, less than that, probably 3 years. Yeah, I'm 3. Yeah, because I just occurred to me I got another one later on. But anyway, but yeah, it was a learning curve times 10, and that's how you get into full-time RVing, guys. You just jump in there and do it. Of course, we didn't have YouTube. There was no YouTube. I couldn't go watch videos of RVers and full timers and see how to hook this up, hook that up. Did I need this? Did I need that? None of that was available. And and so it was learn as you go, and I did, and a lot of things I didn't. I mean, the hitch for the travel trailer with all that crap on it, the hitch weighed 60 pounds. I'm not kidding you, because it had the deals to keep it load levelers and all that crap, and sway bar had that. I had every damn thing you could get, and but be that as it may, that's how this whole thing started, and now this whole thing is ending. But we're going to fill in the blanks with the second RV in the next video, and I'll tell you what I did in it and what it was and so forth. And we'll go one video at a time. I'll try to keep them, I don't know how long this has gone, about 10 or 11 minutes, but I'll try to keep them all about the same length, or whatever it is, whatever I think, I'll just go. If it's 20 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever. But again, the name of the playlist is going to be My RV Life, and this is part 1 of My RV Life, and I'm not sure how many parts we'll have, but I'll go all the way through to like now, today, when I've got a home base and my full-time RVing career has pretty much stopped. I don't see me doing it anymore. I'm very comfortable here in my home at Fort Clark Springs, Texas. I've got a home base in Cloudcroft, New Mexico to go to in the summer. So I'm thinking that's about all we're going to do, is just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But anyway, guys, enjoy your life, enjoy your day, and use the Amazon link if you want to jack with it. And if you're out there full-time RVing, just remember that all good things must end. So have you an exit plan, and away we go. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye. If you saw how I had this hooked up, you'd laugh. I got a rubber band holding the phone on a stand because the top part fell off. Bye.